What you say?
He's very expressive guy. Apa, mau ngomong apa? I love you, Khabib.
I love you too, but
I love you too, bro. Don't forget, I love you because of Allah, correct? Yeah?
Yes, yes. Sekolah.
Mantap, okay. Great. Teman, if you excuse me, I need to communicate just for a little while. Teman-teman, kalau nggak salah, di akun Kaf Everyday juga dibuka kesempatan untuk memberikan pertanyaan ya kepada Khabib. Ya, we gave the opportunity for you to ask questions through social media on Kaf Instagram account ya. So mungkin mudah-mudahan bisa dimunculin ya 1-2 pertanyaan yang lucu-lucu gitu ya, biar nggak terlalu serius banget dan sebagainya ya. Ya boleh, kalau ada pertanyaan nanti boleh disampaikan di sosial medianya Kaf Everyday, nanti kita pilih dan kita coba lihat pertanyaan apa. Mau nanya apa sih tentang Khabib? Silakan. Khabib, many young people today struggle with balancing their ambitions and their faith. What advice would you give them about staying true to their Islamic values while striving to achieve their goals? Because along the way, the road is not easy. To be on top just like you is not easy. Yeah? How do we balance that between our faith, the Islamic values that we have, and the success of dunia? How do we keep balancing those two? Nabi, do you mind if I get closer to you?
Yes,
yeah,
of course.
Sure, okay.
We're not gonna fight. Come.
All right, okay. Okay.
Yeah. Balancing.
Yeah.
Balance is the most important thing in our life.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we go down, sometimes we go up. You know, it's like I talk about inside ourselves and outside what happened, like physically around us. You know, and for young generation is like my advice. Like when you understand why you in this world, it's become easy. It's very important to understand why Allah create us, for what we're doing here. To smash people, to treat people bad, treat people good, like what's the message for us? Why Allah create us? And for this I find the answers in the history of our prophets. Not only Prophet Muhammad SAW. I talk about all prophets. When I was 21, I remember myself, like I really like history, to learn about history. I read a lot, I watch a lot, like I try to find history to read, you know, like about everything. I really like history, and realize when I was 21 or 20, I don't remember exactly, I don't know nothing about all prophets. I just know the name. I just know the name, but who was after who, what time, in what area, and what nation, and why Allah sent these prophets to these people, you know, and how many was, like, I didn't know nothing at that time. And I beginning to learn about this. And this history give me a lot of answer for myself, why I'm living here, you know, because when you're 18 and when you become 30 and when you become 50, this is completely 3 different parts of life. You know, first you just kid, and then you marry, then you have kids, then your kids have kids. You know, there is a lot of different position you're gonna face in this life, and you need education, you need knowledge, why Allah create, and in what position, what you have to give to people around you. Because everybody gonna have around him neighbors, relatives, parents, kids, friends. How you gonna communicate with these people? And most important knowledge on that time, you have to know why Allah sent all prophets and for what and what message was. This is very important. Like for example, after Adam, after Nuh, after Hud, after Ibrahim, all these people, after Ismail and Ishaq, Yaqub, Muhammad SAW, before Muhammad SAW, Yahya, Zakaria, Isa. Why all these people Allah mentioned and He sent us? For what? What they was talking about. If you read this, if you know everything about them and you try to follow them, it's gonna be very easy for you to deal with all problems you're gonna face in the future. You know, this is very, very, very important.
Wow, excellent. Jadi kita mesti tahu kenapa kita diciptakan oleh Allah ini untuk apa ya, jelas ya. Balik lagi, kita harus memahami dan mentadaburi bagaimana pesan Allah lewat Al-Quran tadi ya. Dan juga kenapa para Rasul dan Nabi itu dikirim, kata beliau. Wah, subhanallah. So, kayaknya semua profesi butuh pemahaman ini dalam hati kita, butuh iman. All professions, no matter who you are, even if you're a boxer, you're a wrestler, yeah, MMC, athletes, or everybody else needs to have this kind of understanding, yeah. This needs to have this faith with you, yeah. And Khabib, in the world of after you retired, you're busy creating an impact in Dagestan. Do you mind telling us what you do currently now in Dagestan? I heard that you have built a school, Abdulmanap School. Can you explain to us, and what impact would you expect to create in the future with this school?
Yeah, we have in Dagestan, we have a couple schools of under my father's name, and there is train a lot of young generation, young guys, you know, like since beginning from kids to professionals. We have like more than 50 athletes, professional levels. We have around like 400, 300, 500 amateur fighters. You know, this is like, for me, is like just social support for my city where I'm living. You know, people can come, join with our team, they train there. And to our goal is like to create good people and to create great champions. This is one of my business. We call it business, but not for making money. This is for people who can come, join with us, and take our knowledge and experience and good energy, be part of our team. You know, it's like something like this.
There's no money involved in that business? Then it's not a business. And how are you going to make ends meet?
No, for me it's not business.
Oh, okay.
For me it's business for next life.
MashaAllah.
This one.
Okay. Wow, okay. Yeah, especially after the retired, your net worth is still high, yeah? Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Right. And also, Khabib, why do people have to give back to their community? What's the reason? What's the main reason why people have to make an impact? Do you think every one of us has the ability to make impact for our community? Because we are not as courageous as you. We are not as brave as you. We don't have a big mentality just like you. How am I going to create an impact for people?
This is all about how you understand couple of things. Like, for example, if I become success in my region, of course I have to give back something to this region because of this place, these people, because of this, for example, village or city. In this city you become success. You was living there, you was going to school, madrasa, gym. You grew from this place. If you become rich, success, champion, of course you have to give back. Because of this, everything, you become success human, for example, like not only champion, just human. Like I think you have to give back for them. You have to go back and like create like something like, I don't know, like it can be school. Even if you create business, a lot of people can work there in your business. And because of you create this business, a lot of people work, they go back and they support their families. Like it's all about, like it's very connected, everything. And that's why you have to open your mind, open your vision, and and it's like be with your community close. You understand?
Yeah. Okay.
You sure? You sure you understand? But you look at me like you don't
I
know
think
my
so.
mind.
I understand. I understand. I'm processing, ya. Pokoknya dimanapun kita berada ya, ketika kita udah ambil sesuatu dari situ ya kita harus kembalikan, give back di community itu ya. Ya. The thing is that everybody, ada satu quote yang menarik ya teman-teman ya. Dia bilang there's an interesting quote. Because every time we want to create impact, it's always something big. There's a saying, everybody wants to save the world, but nobody wants to help mom do the dishes. Everybody wants to get the award, but nobody wants to make an impact in a small scale. Yeah. In creating an impact, how should we do? How do we start first thing when we want to make an impact in our community?
First of all, I think I'm talking about from my side. For example, it's like, there is some people when they become rich or success, they say this is because of my vision, because of me. Most of the rich people, they're making these mistakes. We all know about this. Like if you give this, if you send this everything, go back to Allah, everything come from Allah, this is gonna make you humble. This is make you walking with all people in the earth, not flying to Mars. Some people they fly, and it's very important to walk with people, to look around. There is some people like you. You don't have wings or something. You are not living in moon. You from here. Come back. Thank you.
Oh, this is also risky from Allah.
and if you have this kind of understand, I think it's very easy to be with people, to stay there. It's like like you say, to impact or inspire people, to help people. And first of all, you have to understand you are not from moon, you are from earth. Calm down.
Ya, kalau kita tahu konsep yang disampaikan oleh Allah juga, berarti jelas bahwa kita udah pasti akan secara otomatis akan melakukan itu, impact tadi, dan mulai pelan-pelan ya. Jadi kita mesti tahu kembali lagi kepada teori penciptaan kita. Habib, please take your time to drink. I'm sure this must be really tiring for you. You want to drink, please?
No, I'm good.
You're okay? No, never mind. No, okay.
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Or is there anything you want to ask all the people here? Is there anything you want to ask to the people?
Yes. What you guys doing here?
Okay.
You say I ask or they ask?
You want to ask the audience?
No, you wanna what you want?
Yeah.
I ask them what.
Is there anything you want to ask from the audience? Yeah.
This is like always people ask me now. Okay, I can ask.
This is what we call the creativity. Never mind. Okay. Ya, kita lihat apakah sudah ada pertanyaan di screen? Ya. Silakan ya. Now, sambil menunggu, Khabib, let's talk about youth because most of the people here are youth. Yeah. It's not easy to be young, right? There are a lot of distractions when you want to reach for success. Yeah. And then, and one of them is to make the best use of time, because I would say myself, like to waste time, yeah, doing something unimportant. Yeah. What's your advice for young people in order to manage time well?
This is, it's very hard to manage time well. Like you say, I'm gonna be honest, I have problem with this. Sometimes because I travel a lot, I meet a lot of people around the world, it's very hard to manage time. But you know what is very beautiful things? Life teach you. Life teach you. You have to manage time. Because, like for example, when you have parents or mother, you have kids, you have family, you have friends, you have to you have to spend some time for yourself, you have to sleep, you have to eat, you have to train, you have to fly, you know, there's a lot of things what you have to do, and you have to manage time. For example, if you never think about this before, but time will teach you, and you have to manage time. And I'm sure you understand what I'm talking about. But this is gonna be good for you if you understand this earlier, not when you become 36, when you 18, 19, 20 or 15, because you're never gonna be 15 anymore. You're never gonna be 20, or you're never gonna be 25. Your time is going, and sometimes we don't appreciate it, our time. With time, we lose our health. We lose our health. We lose a lot of people around us, and we have to manage time. This is very important, you know, to how you spend your time. You know, if you spend your time every day 10 hours playing computer games or look at the phone, you know, this time never come back. You have to understand this life, open your mind and work, and to understand what you want, what position you want, what you want after 5 years, who you want to become, you know. And if you understand this kind of goal, if you have a goal, if you really want this, you're gonna manage your time good, you know.
Jadi clear banget tuh. Tepuk tangan teman-teman boleh, terima kasih. Jadi kalau kita udah tahu apa yang kita inginkan, karir apa dan keberhasilan apa, ya kita pasti akan mikirin untuk mengatur waktu, ya.